Hey everybody, and welcome to Miss Stumbo's Cozy Corner. Today, we are actually not going to be reading a book. I wanted to share a video and talk about the importance of creating a daily schedule and getting into routines with your child. So, right now, as we are having a lot of unknown situations happen, with everything going on with the school closures for extended periods of time and moving into doing what we are calling remote learning or virtual learning. The students are at home, they're not in their classroom with their normal routine, with their normal schedules, going from class to class or changing subjects at a specific time for learning. So, while this is great, students are enjoying probably getting to sleep in, not having as much structure of having to do near as much work as they would at school, it also can cause some issues. So, kids strive greatly on the structure and on having expectations of what to do and expectations of when to do them. So, right now, as we're getting ready to launch, at least in my state, we're getting ready to launch into our first week of doing official remote learning. I wanted to share an idea for a daily schedule. I work at a local elementary school with pre-K kiddos, so my schedule will probably look a lot different than what somebody in kindergarten, first grade, or even second grade would be doing. But if you are at home and you have students who really need to get that consistency, we need to get a daily schedule made. So, the daily schedule that I have made for my parents, and I've shared it with them, it looks like this. It has the name of the activity they're gonna be doing, and then it also has a picture for our students. Because obviously with pre-K, a lot of them can't read. We don't need them to read right now because they're only 4 and 5 years old. But if you have students who are older than that, you might want to put more detail in there. You might want to put the times. I didn't put times on mine because I wanted parents to be able to choose when they started each activity and let them fill that section in. But if you were creating it for yourself, I would definitely put down the times of the days that you were going to do each activity. So on mine, the first thing that I put down was breakfast. Let the kids know, when are we eating breakfast every day? When should I be up out of bed and ready for breakfast? So if you were going to say breakfast is at 8 a.m., I would put probably 8 to 8:30. That's breakfast and giving them time to clean up from breakfast and get ready for the day. Then the next thing that I put on mine is the group time video. So obviously in a school, they would be sitting on the carpet doing group time. We'd be reading a book. We'd be talking about the daily question. But since we can't be in school, those are going to be recorded. So that will be the time when the student will sit down at the computer. They will watch the video of the group time. They will interact as much as possible. And that lets the student know, this is the time I do it every day. Every day I know I wake up, I eat breakfast, and I sit down and we do group time. And so that is why creating a schedule is so important. It lets the kids have those expectations of, they know what to expect. They know what's coming next. They really, really need that, especially in a time where everything has changed. Their whole world has changed. They went from going to school Monday through Friday all day to suddenly they're not allowed to go to school anymore. They're not allowed to go to the library. They're not allowed to go to the restaurants they're used to going to. They're not even allowed to go visit their grandparents at some points. So their whole world has changed, not just their school world. And we want to make sure that they have some normalcy in that. And that means creating a daily schedule that they can look at. They can see, I know what is coming next. And so if you have young kiddos, even younger than pre-K, then I would suggest doing bigger pictures, not really even doing words. You can put the words on there for your benefit so you know what the pictures mean, but they are really going to look at those pictures and look at what that means. They're going to see the picture and say, this means it's breakfast time. They're going to look at the picture and say, this means playtime. And then if you are working with a kiddo who is older, maybe kindergarten, first, second, third grade, I would have them sit down with you as you make the schedule and talk about, we are going to do breakfast from 8 to 8:30. We are going to do math from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. Then we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a brain break. We're gonna relax for 15 minutes. We're gonna do something we enjoy doing, and then we're gonna get back into it. When you're creating a schedule, you don't want to make it so structured that they don't have any time of relaxation during the day. You don't want to overwhelm them with so much. You want to make sure that you're incorporating times for them to relax, for them to just unconnect from the schoolwork. And so in mine, since I have the young pre-K kiddos, I have that time when we go outside. We have outside play. And that is for them to go play on the playground, or if it's raining, we do it in the gym where they can have that growth motor. And that really lets them just unconnect from the learning and just play, be kids, enjoy it. And then I also have nap time. And I specifically put on here nap or rest time because not all kids like to nap, and that's okay. Kids don't have to nap. Especially when you're working with preschool kids, they're starting to hit that age where they are less likely to nap. But I definitely suggest having a time for them to unconnect, make them I would make them go to their room for that time, and they can choose either to nap or to do a calm, relaxing activity. So that could be just calmly and quietly reading through a book, calmly or quietly coloring, or just laying there relaxing. I know when I was a little kid, we would do nap or rest times, and I would enjoy just laying in my bed, just breathing deeply and maybe looking at a book for a little while. And so that really will help the kids be able to get their energy back, be able to make sure their brain's not getting overloaded with everything you're trying to teach them during the day. So, if you have any questions, you don't know how to create a schedule for yourself, or you're trying to and it's just not working, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can put a comment on the bottom of this video, and I will try to help you as much as possible. I hope you have a great day and keep those kiddos learning.